Hello, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to briefly discuss about the police, specifically about understanding the police as an institution and the role that the police have in uplifting the systems, often in response to Black Lives Matter or other social movements. The police are framed in, oh, the police are inherently good, individual cops, blah, 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 Blue Lives Matter, but people don't dissect what is happening because when you talk about individual cops, you are derailing the conversation about the police as an institution being problematic. Over in the States, it's been really hyper visible that the police have been committing outright genocide to black people. And also, it has been revealed since the colonial period that the police have been doing genocide and oppression to indigenous people, whether it be like ICE deporting indigenous people who are displaced by colonialism since Manifest Destiny, and the police and the military were in conjunction in overthrowing various indigenous communities, including here in Aotearoa, in Hawaii, in the Philippines. The police and the military have a shared history of illegally doing shit in order to justify the actions that the elite and the colonizers have instructed. So, when you're critical against the police, people frame you as not a law abiding citizen because we all know that all laws are beneficial for us, which is entirely bullshit because if you're queer, like there are many nations in which being gay, being queer, being trans, gender diverse, being intersex is illegal, and the police uphold those laws that hurt the rainbow community. They also uphold sexist and misogynistic laws, especially exploitation when it comes to migrants and laborers. You see this with the kafala system in the Khaliji nations. You see this police upholding the oppressors in China when Hong Kong took place, and also against communities in East Turkestan and Inner Mongolia as well as Tibet, but across the world. Police are not your friends. They are not your allies. They are not here to serve and protect people. They are here to uphold and maintain the systems, maintain the matrix. Police, not just in quote unquote third world countries, carry out corruption because you can say police in quote unquote corrupt countries like are linked with third world countries, so people associate like India, the Philippines, many parts of Africa, like Middle East and Central Asia as oh it's inherently corrupt. But what about Russia, the United States, Canada, Australia? The police have been the instrument of white supremacy and they have been the instrument of fascism. So it's not surprising that police corruption is so prevalent. It's not surprising that the police would stand against the Kaitiaki here in Aotearoa when Ihumatao happened. It's not surprising because police uphold the status quo and the police are inherently violent. That's why the statistics show that police are one of the occupations which rates of domestic violence and violence in general does happen because they are inherently a corrupt organization. Am I saying that every single cop is bad? No. But as a cop, you are required to serve the law, whether it is just or not, whether it violates human rights. You are obedient to the law. And saying, oh, but I'm just doing what I'm told, people uphold the horrible apartheid laws in the 90s in South Africa. People uphold the current apartheid law in Palestine. People uphold the concentration camps in East Turkestan and so forth because the police are just following the instructions of the law, which is corrupt. And at the end of the day, if you consider yourself like a good cop, you would eventually get fired because cops, police as an institution, don't like goodness.